Hello my beautiful noodles, it's me Nikki, aka Nikki Noodle, and we are jumping straight into this speed build today. We've all heard of the every room a different blank challenge in The Sims, but today I'm doing every floor a different type of pack. So I have a 4-story house, one will be kits, one stuff pack, game pack, and expansion pack. Our first floor on the bottom here is going to consist of stuff packs. I thought that this would be a really fun challenge because you're kind of at the mercy of whatever is included in each type of pack for how the layout of the house is going to work. So for example, in a 4-story house, I probably would put like kitchen and living room on the floor that you walk into, and then down here, this is kind of like a basement-ish area. I would put like a bar, maybe some bedrooms, definitely need like a bathroom and laundry space maybe. But unfortunately, if you get a type of pack that doesn't have, say, a kitchen items or bathroom items, you can't have a kitchen or a bathroom on that floor. So that was my whole idea behind this challenge. And I will say, I'm sure you've noticed that I did build the shell of the house and decorate the exterior before filming. That was just simply so that I knew what I was kind of working with, because a 4-story house is hard to construct. So I had to look up some inspiration, and all of it was very modern, mostly like row houses, but I didn't want to make a whole row house, so you can imagine this being connected to other houses that look the same way. But now I am just trying to work out the floor plan. We are limited to stuff packs, so luckily that does include like the laundry day stuff packs, so we can have a laundry in the basement. And then I'm also thinking a bathroom, a bedroom, an office, like a bar area, and then kind of a cool like lounge, hangout, gaming sort of area is the vision that I had for this. I will say also that I do not own all of these stuff packs, but I do have quite a bit of them. There are only 3 stuff packs that I don't own, and they are the luxury party stuff, backyard stuff, and my first pet stuff. And I don't think any of those would have been particularly useful in this build anyway. So I think we're really fine, and I'm actually very happy to have gotten stuff packs as the, like, it's not really a basement because it's not underground, but like you walk into the house on the level above, so it's kind of like a basement. I was very happy to get stuff packs for this floor because it makes sense to have like the laundry down here, and then everything else could have been on any floor, but I was happy to get this. We are going for more of a darker theme down here with the dark wallpaper, dark flooring, all that good stuff. And the idea is really to just have like a very cool like hangout space, kind of like a basement, and then also have like a guest bedroom is what I envision being down here. So over here with these big giant windows, I thought was the perfect place for like a really cool bar area. And luckily we did have plenty of items to go in here to fit with that. I also think I end up putting a lot of the like bowling stuff. I did check to see if the bowling alley fit, and unfortunately it did not. But of course we're gonna jump around because that's what I do. The laundry machines did go down there. That's going to be like a laundry room separate but connected to the bathroom, if that makes any sense at all. This little small room right here is going to be an office space, and then the blue wallpaper area is the guest bedroom. So as I said, I do jump around quite a bit because I cannot focus on anything for longer than a few seconds. And this office space, for some reason, I really could not get the layout how I wanted it to look. For some reason, it just, I don't know if it's just too narrow and long of a room or what, but it just was not looking very good to me. But I think it turns out pretty well. We stay with the dark theme, but it's kind of like luxuriously dark, and I do think it turns out pretty well. In this build, I don't overly decorate or like clutter it up. That's just not me. You all know how I am. After so long, I just cannot stand it anymore, and I just have to finish the build. So clutter is usually the last thing on my mind. Over here now we're working on this like living area space. I kind of wanted it to just be very relaxed and like cool. We got the cool couch from the Moschino Stuffs pack here. I love the patterns on that one, and I never use it because it just doesn't fit in like my builds ever. And then this was the only TV that we had, but it kind of works because it's kind of like a movie room hangout area. I think it works, and it looks really cool and like dark but fun and edgy in here. I really like the way this whole floor turns out. I think having so many stuff packs is really advantageous in this type of challenge because a lot of the stuff packs do kind of have styles that kind of go together. Like the bowling night stuff is kind of like retro but also kind of like mid-century modern, which fits in with like the tiny living stuff. The Moschino stuff fits in that as well. So I think that really worked out well for us. And then over in this area, I decided to just put a little gym area since we do have the fitness stuff pack. I thought that was a good way to fit in some more stuff and also just close out this little area that was blank over here. And then I do try to decorate and just clutter it up a little bit. I did use a lot of the stuff from Moschino because this is kind of a artsy, cool, edgy place. I thought the Sims who live here could easily be like the photographer, artsy, fashionable type of Sims. I also just added in some plants around just to kind of liven it up a little bit since this is a very dark floor so far. And then I came back over to the bar area here. I did decide to move the amp sound system thing in here because it was getting a little cramped in that living area. And then just some more wall decor that I found. Some of this stuff I didn't even like know existed because I just never really look at some of these categories, like the wall hanging things and all that good stuff. I did put these cool, I guess they're like dividers up against the wall back there to kind of make a cool wall feature because I really wanted something behind the bar. I really wanted like the shelves with the bottles that like light up, but I don't think those are in any of these stuff packs. I think that's only in the base game. But now that we finished that area, it's looking pretty cool. We're going to work on the guest bedroom. Not a whole lot of options for beds, but you can't go wrong with just a plain white bed. And then I did find this in the end table category, or like the bedside tables, and it's one of my favorite pieces, and I don't know how I forgot to use it in like the bar area because it looks like a little like, not a bar cart, but you know, what are those things called? The little bar tables. You all know what I'm talking about, right? But of course, that made me have to rearrange this whole room, and then I got distracted and decided this wall was way too bare, so I added these little hexagonal shelf pieces. I love these. They're from the kids' room stuff pack, I think. And I think they are just so cool. I do wish they were some more vibrant colors that didn't look kitty, but it's from the kids' room stuff pack, so I can't complain too much. And now back to the guest bedroom. We are just trying to make it look nice. I always struggle with getting a rug to go with this wallpaper, but I think that looks okay. The goldish rug kind of matches the goldish flowers in the wallpaper. And we are using the vanity from the Vintage Glamour stuff pack. I love putting vanities into my Sims bedrooms. They just always seem so like high-end and classy. I love it. Then I did decide to go with the clothing rack from Moschino, I think, and then a little poof to kind of sit down, get dressed, put your shoes on, all that good stuff. I did struggle with the layout of this room a little bit. Again, it's just something about the furniture pieces were like too big. They just weren't fitting correctly. I also wanted a divider in there as like a dressing area, especially since this bedroom doesn't have like an ensuite bathroom with it. But I do think it turns out looking really, really cute and really pretty. I love this like old Hollywood style poster from the Vintage Glamour Stuff Pack. I think it looks so beautiful. I put it into so many builds if I can. And then this corner over here was looking a little bit bare and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. But then I remembered the globe bar fits perfectly in there. So we decided to stick that in that corner, adding some plants as always, and then some more little finishing touches here. And then we are going to move on to the bathroom over here. It's tucked away underneath the stairs. It kind of fits really nicely and actually works really well to have the like washer and dryer in that little separate room off of the bathroom. I think that makes sense. It's probably not the most conventional layout, but it does work, I think. And luckily we do have bathroom appliances, bathroom furniture, thanks to the fitness stuff pack. So that's fantastic because I was really worried that we wouldn't have any bathroom furniture. And then of course we also have the laundry day stuff pack, so that works very well for our laundry room in here. And the bathroom is really not all that exciting. It's just a simple bathroom. It's not that big, but it gets the job done. And then I'm just going to fill out this little hallway right here because I love to put a little console table at the end of hallways and fill in that space, just decorate them a little bit. But that is pretty much it for our first floor here. It actually turned out super well and I think makes a lot of sense for like a basement level. Moving on to the second floor, which is actually kind of like the first floor because it's where the front door comes into. This floor is going to be only kits, which was very concerning because I don't own a lot of kits and the ones I do own are mostly cats. So the only kits I had to work with were the Pastel Pop kit, the Desert Luxe kit, the Blooming Rooms kit, and the Decor to the Max kit, which means no kitchen on our first floor like I had wanted. At this point in time, I was really regretting not getting the country kitchen kit, but what's done is done. I had to make it work somehow. And the only door that we had at all was that gigantic like outdoor sliding door from the Desert Luxe kit. So I had to make that work somehow. So I decided to basically make this whole floor be a living room because I had plenty of options for living room furniture between the Desert Luxe kit, even Pastel Pop, and also the Decor to the Max. We had lots of sofas and lots of living room furniture. And then I also decided to just put a like teen bedroom down here. Figure the storyline would be like the teen needed their own space, so they got this floor basically all to themselves. And also that way I would be able to really utilize my favorite kit, the Pastel Pop kit. And I actually really love the way that this living room turns out. I use a lot of the stuff from the Desert Luxe kit. It just looks very nice in here. It's a very like neutral color themed living room, but it looks really like classy and really nice actually. I love the fireplace in here. And it's also just really fun because this is very neutral, very like black and tan and some gold color scheme. And then we go into the Pastel Pop kit teen bedroom and it is just like an explosion of color. So it is just very contrasting on this floor with the kits here. Like how the kits kind of all went nicely together because a lot of them had very similar themes of styling. The kits are like purely for one specific style, so they don't tend to go together very well with other kits. Like the Pastel Pop kit is very different from the Desert Luxe kit, which is very different from the Industrial Loft kit. I also just love the idea of these like artsy, classy photographer Sims having this very well curated house, a very specific design style, and then their teenager just lives on this floor and makes their whole bedroom their own and completely clashes with the parents' style, especially because those doors are like fully glass and also open. So everybody who comes into their house will see their teenager's just very brightly colorful living room. And I absolutely love that. It feels like a safe rebellion almost of this teenager. Like, this teenager is clearly somebody who is also very artsy, but not in the same style as their parents. And so, but they're not a bad kid. Like, they're a good kid and they don't really know how to rebel. So it's like, this is their form of rebellion. It's just, you want an all neutral house. Well, I'm going to put so much color in my bedroom and everybody's going to have to see it. Joke's on you. I actually really love the idea of that. And now I kind of want to make Sims to live in this house and play out that storyline, because that's actually so funny and so interesting to me. There's so much personality in this house already, just through these 2 floors. It's like a whole storyline in my head now. I really love that, because typically I am not a creative Sims player. I like to build, I like to make Sims, and I like to do challenges, but free gameplay is so difficult for me because I am not that creative, and so I kind of just get stuck. So it's actually very cool to me that this build is actually kind of inspiring me and making me want to create a family to play in this house. I actually love it, and I might have to do that. But anyway, that is this floor pretty much done. I was glad to get kids out of the way also, because I don't have any kitchen or bathroom stuff with kids, so I was very glad that those were done. Now onto the 3rd floor, which will hopefully include some kitchen furniture, because I don't want the kitchen to be at the very top of the house. We got expansion packs, which definitely includes some kitchen furniture, so I'm very happy about that. That is room number 1 that will be going on this floor, for sure, a kitchen. And once again, I do not own all of the expansion packs, but I do have quite a few, so the only ones that I do not have are Island Living, Eco Lifestyle, High School Years, and Growing Together. So we do still have quite a bit to work with here. We will be doing a kitchen as well as a dining room on this floor, as well as another bathroom. Since we didn't get one on the living room floor, I figured it'd probably be a good idea to have one here so that our only bathrooms were not at the very top and very bottom of the house. So to start, I am just going to work out the floor plan here. We've got a bathroom right at the corner next to the kitchen, and then the main area on this floor is going to be a dining room. And I did also decide to make the kitchen open with the dining room, just to get that nice natural light from our giant windows in here. I do add a little island counter area just to separate the kitchen from the dining room, and I think it turns out really nice. Again, we're going with this dark theming. I'm sure the characters that I created in my head would love this theming. It's also just nice to use dark theming in a challenge like this, because no matter what, most items in The Sims will have a black and a white swatch. So no matter what pack or the style or anything, most things will have black and white, and therefore will at least somewhat match. I will say not all of the blacks and whites match, but you can at least get it close enough that it hopefully won't ruin things for you. Again, our dining area does fit in with this theme here, with the glass tabletop and the black chairs. I will say this dining room is very large, and we have this big open windows, but we also have that door right in the middle. So I do actually struggle a little bit with the placement of the dining room table and chairs. For now, I just ignore it and work on the bathroom. And I have this idea for this bathroom to have that half wall there separating the bathtub. So it was kind of like 2 rooms in one, separating the bathtub from the toilet and the sink. And I did have to expand the bathroom a little bit, but I think it still looks good and arguably better because now the wall comes out to the same level as the like island countertop that is separating the kitchen from the dining room. So I think that turned out looking really nice. And Snowy Escape came in clutch for this bathroom. I love the toilet, oddly enough, from Snowy Escape, and then the bathtub is also from Snowy Escape. I think it looks gorgeous, and I figured I better put a bathtub on this level just to have the security of knowing there is a bathtub in the house, at least since we only had a shower downstairs. This bathroom again fits the vibes of the characters. It's very classy. It's almost spa-like to me, I think just because of the style of the bathtub. And I do think it looks very nice. I've never done like a half wall like this to separate the like bathtub from the toilet and sink and everything, and I love it. It's such a simple idea. It's nothing groundbreaking, I'm aware of that, but I've never done it before and I really like it, and I think I'm gonna start doing it more often now. I will say one of the hardest things for me about this challenge was the lighting issues, because I personally use the saucer lights for everything in every build. I don't even think about like accent lighting or having lighting to fit the vibes of a room. Like, I don't think about it. I put the saucer lights in, that's it. I only need the lights to see. I don't care if they fit the vibes of the room or not, because you don't see them during gameplay, so I don't care about it. So being forced to use other lighting was a very big struggle for me, because I only like overhead lighting because it lights up the whole room usually, and some of them are ugly. Like the lights in this floor are ugly. I'm well aware of that. I don't like them. I don't want them to be in here. I wish I could have the saucer lights, but I can't. And I also really wish I could have done the lights in the cabinets like I had, and then I deleted them, or in the counters, I mean, because I love like backlit kitchens, I guess that's what it's called, where like people just have like LED lights under their cabinets. I love that. I think it's beautiful. But in the game, just between all the lights in the room and then also those giant windows, it was way too bright in this room. And I know I could have gone into like live mode and dimmed the lights or even turned some off, but I'm not about to do all of that for a build video. Sorry, it's not happening. So I just took those out, and we'll just deal with that loss. I will also say another disappointing thing that surprised me about the expansion packs was the lack of wallpaper, or like wall paint, whatever you want to call it. It was very disappointing to have like no good options for tiles or bricks or anything. But I do really love this two-tone concrete wall. I forget what pack it's even from. I want to say Get Famous, but I'm not sure. But I love that, and I decided to use this green color in the dining room for just a pop of color. I think it turns out so beautiful. It looks so good, and I decided to add another fireplace up here. The logistics of these fireplaces absolutely does not make sense. I don't think it could ever exist if they were true fireplaces, so we're just gonna say they're like electric or fake fireplaces that don't need a chimney, because on the floors they're on opposite ends of the walls, and it doesn't make sense. I get it. We're not gonna think about it. It's The Sims. But I still think this looks really good, and I think this placement of like the dining room table and the fireplace and everything actually works out very well, considering the giant glass windows and the door that is right in the way. And I think the way that like the path of travel would work in this house is actually very nice, having it open from the dining room to the kitchen and having that doorway open as well. I think it works out pretty well. And I also added the wooden beam like accent things to the wall there where the wallpapers transition. I thought that made it transition a little bit more smoothly and looked really nice. And I also added this bottle wall light up thing, which that is the thing I was thinking of in the basement for the bar area. So I'm actually very glad that I got to use it here. It kind of feels out of place because that's a little bit more like party time, and the rest of this is very like classy, but I think it works. I had to fill out that space anyway, so we're gonna say it works. I'm going to quickly now add in just something in this stairwell so it's not just a giant empty stone room that feels like a dungeon. But this floor is basically done, so we will be moving upstairs to our final floor, which is going to be full of game packs. So game packs are the pack type that I own the least of. I only have 4 game packs, and those are Parenthood, Realm of Magic, Vampires, and Dream Home Decorator. Which, if I didn't have Dream Home Decorator, I might be concerned about doing this floor with only game packs, just because the Realm of Magic and Vampires are very stylized in terms of the decor and furniture and everything. But I think Dream Home Decorator has enough of that like basic IKEA furniture to really pull together anything that I would want to accomplish on this floor. So for this floor, it is going to comprise of the main bedroom as well as a second bedroom, hopefully, and also the main bathroom at least, or just a hall bathroom. I did struggle a lot with working out this floor plan and getting everything to fit that I wanted to fit. It's also just kind of a small space to fit in a whole bunch of stuff. And having just one point of entry was also not great. So I did actually create a second doorway that goes straight into the second bedroom. And that helped a lot with the floor plan. It's still not ideal because whoever is in that second bedroom, if they wanted to go to the bathroom, would have to walk all the way into the stairwell and then around the bathroom to get to the bathroom door on the other side, even though the bathroom is right beside their bedroom. But it's fine. It's not that far. I think it'll be okay. And then there is also a main bedroom with a main bathroom attached. So I'm just going to go through and get the basic furniture in these rooms so I can kind of work out a floor plan in here. I did go with the Dream Home Decorator beds because, again, they are basic enough to fit in with any style basically and any color scheme. I also love the fact that I went with a very dark main bedroom that would be essentially for the parents, and then this what is going to be a kid's bedroom, because it is so small, is brighter, it's very pink, all that good stuff. Because when I was building this, I built this a long time ago, by the way. When I was building this, I did not have this whole storyline in my head that I've been coming up with as I've been doing the voiceover. So it's just funny to me that even like the bedroom, like everything fits with this storyline, even though I had no idea of that storyline when I built it. Furnishing the kids' bedroom was tough because it is so small, but I think I managed to fit quite a lot in there considering, and I think it actually looks pretty good. And then in the main bedroom, we've got a lot more room here, but we are just keeping it kind of basic, to be quite honest. But I think it really does work with the style of the Sims that I imagine living here. And luckily enough, we do have all the bathroom essentials that we need for these rooms. We have toilets, thanks to Vampires. So I did decide to go with the Vampire sink as well, just to match the Vampire's toilet, because I thought it'd look kind of strange to have the Vampire's toilet and then like the Dream Home Decorator sink. Thought that'd be a little bit off, but I did use the Dream Home Decorator bathtub because it's pretty basic. It doesn't matter that it doesn't match entirely. And then I'm going to quickly just decorate the hallways as well as the stairwell. But that is this build pretty much done. This was a really fun challenge and I think it turned out really well and actually pretty cohesive in terms of design. I absolutely love these types of challenges, so if there's any challenge that you want to see me do, let me know and I'll be happy to do that. I will have screenshots at the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave me a like, and if you want to join my community of noodles, make sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you. All of my other socials are listed in the description box below if you are interested in finding me anywhere else on the internet. And with all that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day or week ahead of you, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!